Moderator, the first question is that I myself am a person who is on the ground. I've been there seeing the many challenges we face and the more students they have within here in university, especially here in Kakeka. In a way that there is some, like we students, the way we behave, in a way that when there is two lectures colliding, there is like some students they say, for me, I want to make it. They stay there. And on that matter, I can give the solution that you can come because this is the university. You study, if the lecture is for 4 hours, you can study 2 hours in one lecture. And then you drop the lecture and you go to another lecture. You study it because only know you came to study. So that is more like being absent in lectures. It is not good. It is not good more in students. So I encourage you, come and study. If they are colliding, make 2 hours in one lecture, 2 hours in another lecture.
Have you ever found a practical solution to a challenge like that before?
I myself, yes, because I do ICT and geography. The lectures normally collide. I normally have system administration and geography at the same time. But what I do as a student, I normally attend for 2 hours in ICT. Then I give that time in ICT and then I come back in geography in that lecture because the lecture is scheduled on that day. So you can't cancel it.
No, what I meant is that have you ever walked to a lecture, found a solution for all the students? As an example of leadership, have you walked to them before and said, I think let's go and dialogue this thing out, and it's okay for you to give us a scenario of what happened, for you to offer that first hard solution that you provided a solution to a problem that was available.
Thank you, the moderator. I have my fellows. We do the same course, and we also face the same challenge. But what I know, I tried and convinced them that let us not misuse the time, because once time goes, it can't come back. I call them. They are my friends. I studied ICT with them. I normally tell them, let us go for ICT lecture and then we come back to geography. That's how the practical did them.
And it worked out?
It worked out.
So how would you then tabulate a solution, a proposal? What would be the actual proposal that now you give the university or the campus administration? What kind of solution do you think you can put in place for that?
Thank you, our moderator. The suggestion or the solution I give to administrators before raising the timetable, they should revise it before. Because what I know, they revise it, but they should consider, especially they should always connect with coordinators. Like you ask the coordinator of BEICT, you say, what are the lectures that you study in ICE and in IT, and what lectures do you normally study in others, in education this side? Because that course it cuts across in IT and in education. So I call upon the lecturers, our dear deans, the head of departments, to always try and revise the timetable. If it can be possible, you can adjust, because we students, we go under your rules. So when you make it like it is compulsory for us, sometimes we can't make it. So I'm suggesting, or I'm requesting the administrators always at least revise it with the coordinators to get the clear information and make the timetable well presented.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to come back to Napu just a little bit, because I'll come to the guilds a little later. You know, these people will be your vices in case, and they are bringing solutions to you. sorry, that bringing problems, if there's possible solutions to you. So I want to come back to her a little bit. Then I will move the microphone again. Naku, you've had those problems, and you're supposed to be the voice. But I'm going to step you back a little bit, being the woman that you are here. Have you heard of any cases of sexual harassment towards girls?
Of course, yes.
What have you done?
Where are these campus?
What have you done if you had? If you had it, you've had a violent, what the name is violent, I think, Breakers, the Modicas have probably whispered to you and said, I have been sexually harassed on this campus. It could be by boys, it could be by teachers, it could be, what have you done if you had it?
Sorry, Mr. Garo, I thought like, not within the university, not in our university.
Not even by boys, fellow students?
Of course, I've not had.
Okay, so in case you had a case of sexual harassment, because girls are going to trust you, you were a leader and you said you're a voice, Monica walks to you and says, I have been sexually harassed.
Yes.
Let us understand the viewers. Why or how are you going to handle this case of sexual harassment?
With that case, I would first go first and inquire whether it's right. And after inquiring, of course, we shall have to punish the victim.
The victim or the...
Through the administration, because we have students' rules and we have also students' rights. So harassing someone is against the students' rights.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me go to the gate. Let me go to the gate. You can pass. This is Godfrey.
Yeah. The common man.
Godfrey, the common man.
Yeah.
So the common man, thank you so much for putting in your application and seeing that you're nominated to, run to say that you become the head of these campuses. You hear conversations such as lecturers colliding, people missing lectures. You will hear cases of sexual harassment. Tell us, just as you, boyfriend, what are your values and what is the ethical compass you're going to take to see that you restore or instill sanity in a given generation like this, where there's rampant sexual harassment, these things that happen in campus, and also missing lectures.
Thank you, the moderator. Yes, my motto is uniting voices for a strong Muteesa. Even though I'm a common man, being a common man, I'm in position to know the challenges of the people I'm going to be leading. Because I've been with them, I know what they are facing, and I've come up with certain solutions to help these people. This generation is a little bit confused, and it is hard. So, like on that thing of sexual harassment, because we have the laws here in Uganda. Yes, we have laws, and no one is above the law. If someone is trying to harass a person I'm leading, of course, I will use the laws to treat that person well. So there are also other challenges, like for him, what he was saying, of missing lectures. We have the administration, and they are the people who are responsible for that. Of course, I've been talking to them before even coming to contest. I've been talking to them. They change in the way how they are designing the timetable to see that they are favoring each and every one. Because they are the students who are paying their tuition to attend to these services, so they must attend. So on that point, they will design a timetable which can favor each and every one. So there are certain issues which students are facing, and as a guilty president, it's me to raise their voice to the administration. Because I can't say that I'm going to do everything by my office. Because there are certain things which I have to first consult the administration, even though I'm serving the students, but I can't rely on them each and every time. I have to first consult to see that their voice is raised before taking action.
Okay, that's an interesting one. And let me get Kim. Kim, I like your royal blue suit.
Thank you.
It's a royal Muteesa, so you're going to hit it now. But you come from a very vibrant party. That's what I realized to have been from a party that is so common in terms of vibrancy and behavior. But let's talk about representation on the campus. You have two campuses. You have one in Masaka and you have one here where we are right now. How do you juggle your representation and managing students' affairs in both campuses? That question, you can answer it when you tell us also why you are actually standing as well.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Yeah, me as Gonza Kim, I joined Muteesa on my first year. I am in business faculty, and as a business student, I found a challenge here at Muteesa. Yeah, we have no association that unites all business students here at Muteesa. So as with business students, we had very many challenges. Like we are missing lectures. We had very many challenges, missing lectures. I can't talk all, but as a student, I came up with an idea. I went and I met our Dean of Students, that's Mr. Chabulani, and our Head of Department. I discussed with them some issues, and what we came up with, I started myself a business association at Muteesa. It was there, but it was inactive. But I activated our association, and in my regime of being a president in that association, I worked hand in hand with our deans, and we came up with certain solutions. We started attending lectures. Lecturers started coming at campus, teaching our students. Yeah, that's all I can tell you.
So how are you going to work together with the two campuses? These are two campuses. How do you collaborate the work here and there to see that both of them are represented?
Okay. That's an easy answer, because here at Kakeka, we elect campus president, and of course we have GRCs that represent students at the council. So the way I can work with this campus so that we can coordinate, I think I pass through my campus president and the GRCs. They bring to me certain problems and challenges that are affecting students. Then me as a Kim, I be able to raise those challenges to the administration, and we see how we can help them.
Okay, thank you so much, Kim. Let me speak to Richmond. You have been very attentive. The microphone has been going around. You've had, in fact, you've had an opportunity to hear what everyone is saying. And you see, you have a heavy shoulder when you hear such problems, even from campus lecturers, deans, and so on and so forth. What would be your strategy in terms of delivering services? First of all, do you believe that there are services in the campus?
Sorry?
Do you believe that there are disservices, like there are things that are not done for, there are services that do not reach students? You believe in what they say? What is your strategy in ensuring that these services are actually cleared out? Like Muteesa, the first Royal University, is on top in terms of services between students and the university itself, its administration.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dalala.
You're welcome.
That has been a good question. Like, it's part of my ambitions and my reasons as as to why I came to aspire as a good president. That's why I came up with the motto or like slogan, making Muteesa strong again. So with that, the question that you asked me of how, sorry, ask me at first, why I believe that there are some, yes.
And so then what is your strategy to resolve the issues?
Then the strategy to solve the issues. One, firstly, the first thing, how we can solve those issues and the strategies that I have. First of all, unity, honesty, and being social to everyone can help us solve the issues. How? Be social to the administration. And we have to be direct to the administration. If we be direct and be friendly and social to the administration, it is the only way how we can help that those services that are not delivered to the students, they can be delivered to them. The reason as to why those services, maybe they are something that are lacking, because they do many services, they offer many services at the campus. Students receive them. But still there are those that are not delivered. And why are they delivered? It's just because the administration might have not known that there are some gaps missing. But so if you have a leader who can take your points or who can see or can observe the gaps missing and reach out the administration, tell them what is missing, advise them, they sit on the table, they talk. So I think that can help the campus and the university to get the missing services. So with that, our university or the mighty university will become strong, I think so.
Thank you, but I'm going to have to hold a microphone to you before it comes back this side. Yesterday, the Minister for Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Kata-Al-7, announced or released the results for Senior 6 students. 80,643 students qualified to go to university. And if Muteesa, the first Royal University, is the university of choice, if they were to make it the university of choice, as you made your choice, now the university wants your assistance in taking the university to those who passed. How do you help the university? Because these students, when they come actually here, you're going to be leading them.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the next step? Like, I'm not sure. So what are you teaching about? She told me, I don't know, should I go for teaching or something else? Then I was like, teaching? I told her teaching is better. Because I'm a teacher also.
So I have 3 teachers here. Okay,
yeah.
Fine.
So like teaching is better. She was like, really? Yeah. Then I told her which university you would like to go to. She was like, actually, I don't know. I told her, before you think of any other university, Muteesa University is the better university. Most of that course that you're going on. So she was like, really? I told her that's why I'm at that university. Because I saw its vision, and according to the ranking of the Mitre University, it is ranked among the 251 universities in the whole world that whom employers seek for, like the graduates of the university are sought for by the employers. So to that, I also encourage her to come to our university. And in that, how can I deliver our university to the doorstep of those graduate students so that can also be like of an advantage in the university. So first, one thing I did it already. I took a friend, and actually she's ready to come to the university, I think in the next intake. So by that, I hope this thing, it needs us first to set it before we go to those schools. like we give the schools and talk the students. Those are candidate classes of Form 6. We talk to them. We show them how the university is good. We give them like the good things that we elect them about the good things that our university. So once they pass and get what's needed to be added to the university, I think they can come and join the university. So with that, I think.
Thank you, Richmond. Let me go back to Hakim and Gonzaga here. Sorry, the microphone came back to you a little bit earlier, but yeah, so we'll move.
It's okay.
We'll move that way.
Yeah.
So you take the time. You hear the students are coming, the new students will be joining Muteesa just at the first university. I'm trying to get them. Muteesa, the first Royal University. They will be coming soon. But you all agreed, it looks like you all have an agreement that there are some disservices to the students.
Yeah.
They are coming, then there are those who you are studying with. Then you're leaving. You want to engrave your name in the books of the university as probably the greatest and the president who ever led this university. You are in a meeting with the administration who now put you to task to come up with projects that are going to support students to advance them to the next level. What would be your top 3 projects you would put to the university?
The projects, like, I don't get you, like, pardon.
Okay, I'll give an example.
Yeah.
There are universities that have invented medicines that have been now used today. So projects are initiatives that you help the university to help deliver its services as a university, not only to students but also to people who are outside the university. You're given a task, 3 top projects to help the students and also the university. That's the bill, President.
Yeah. Thank you, moderator. Yeah, those projects, me as a Kim, I can come with, like, our campus both have many girls. Like, when you consider the population, like, the girls are more than boys. So the first project for me, I can consider maybe like pad making, because we all know as the technology is developing each and every day, we are facing a lot of challenges in our communities, and as me that is on ground, like at our campus, I see that challenges among our girls. Then that project can work, pad making, and they start making sanitary pads. They sell it to the outside community so that they can earn some money. Another project I can consider, we have art students, and as I was touring our campus, I reached that their class. I was amazed by their artwork. They are really good artists. They know what they are doing. So as me, I can also consider the project of art craft so that they can generate some little money. And another thing, as a business student, it's not that I'm going to start it, but we already invented that project. Me and my colleagues in our association, we are able to come up with a project, but it is not yet that it is introduced, but we invented it. As we business students, we are planning to have poultry. We are planning to have some land, because our university has a big land. I'm happy to inform you that there at Shilumba campus have a very big land, and it is useless, as I can talk. So as business students, we were able to come up with that idea. How can we generate money? We know that we are studying, but you can get outside after graduation and you don't have any, you start looking for job, but you are nowhere to be, they are nowhere to be seen. As student of business, we learn about creativity and innovation. So I was able to come up with that idea as my association member, that we start a poultry project. We can lay like hens, we sell eggs and we sell them for meat. That is it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's okay, you can pass the microphone to, Godfrey. See, Godfrey, it's important for you to understand that there's an employment issue out there after university. And how you prepare your students, the ones that you're leading, is very important. So there's a challenge out there, and that challenge needs solutions starting from the university, right down there. It's where the issues are. Otherwise, 25,000 people will graduate. All over, actually, the whole of Uganda has 223 students who graduate almost every year. Those ones graduated actually last year, the other one was 200,000, but they get nowhere because they do not have hand skills that they learned in university. Apart from, of course, the mass communication team, those ones are already skilling up themselves. So how are you helping the university implement a strategy of skills to students so that they become enabled for the work market or the job market out there?
Thank you, moderator. That question, I think it is suitable for me.
Yes, why?
First of all, I'm a hands-on man because I'm a mechanic. I know some artwork, so you're learning on the point of hands-on. You want to produce students who are well equipped with hands-on skills. So I think through my regime, we are going to introduce many skills. For example, the mechanics, we are going to introduce some artwork. This work will be done outside the lecture rooms, because there is a teacher who would like to learn some artwork. So we are going to extend those services to those people. And after university, this Uganda right now is moving on connections.
So it's a connection market, basically.
Yeah. So what we have to do, first of all, is making sure that in bigger offices we have people from Muteesa. So when you go, they can welcome you because they are fair. So we must start that by building our identity as the students of Muteesa, so that we have to be the leaders in those positions to connect our fellows. Even me, after here, I have to look for a job. But if I handle myself well, I'm going to leave campus when I'm assured of a job. So I have to make sure that after leaving, I'm going with many students from this, and I'm going to make sure that if I was able to learn the skills, and I'm going to see that I'm implementing that in other students, and I'm going to make them also love that, because it is helping me. It is the same thing which is paying my tuition, because I have to show the students that if you take the burden to learn these hands-on skills, it will enable you to start your own job. Because you can't be sure that after your education you're going to get a job. But if you have your skills, you're going to start your own job. So it's not like after campus, then you go and look for a job. You can start yours. So I'm going to make sure that our students are well equipped to be entrepreneurs, not job seekers.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Let me come to the lady then, because they are vying for different positions. So I'll do the presidency and we shall get to, and then give the presidency and we'll get to the presidency here. You hear people talking of skills, saying that a lot is being done with the students to be able to promote not only taking theory at home and graduate, but they also have to do some hands-on skills. But there is a gap in the market, and they say that women have to be inclusive. Actually, today, being Women's Day, the theme is inclusivity of women. How, in your council, I know you have a good council, something like that, right? How are you going to encourage or implement inclusivity of, or the participation of girls or ladies in the affairs of the university? Because you already won against, clearly you are alone. How are you encouraging the others to be involved in the activities of the university?
Thank you, Daryl. At least I've been inspired to think beyond the world. Being the leader, of course, a mere contesting as a campus president, I'm really inspiring so many ladies outside there in different faculties. So, me being their campus president, of course I'll make sure there is gender balance, you understand? We need both genders because to a certain extent, there are some things we need to do, both genders. And with that, at least I'll make sure on my committee there is gender balance and with all faculties well represented.
All faculties will be represented. Okay, thank you so much. Let me have him. These are just brief ones, then I know I'll come back to more deeper questions on that. I know that the school has an ethical code that they follow, which maybe you use the build constitution to follow, and also implement some of those ethics towards the students in there. And I already commented the university and whoever is watching this that they have never had of a strike in this school, in this university or this institution, which gives it an AAA plus, triple A plus, what I would call it. But if there was to rise a situation of rebellion because we want peace and you're supposed to implement peace, what is going to be your first step? And I have a background to that. Let me give you a background. Hakim, when Hakim was emphasizing his points, was very specific about the business unit. Others felt like, I didn't know whether he was representing only the business unit or the others. Now, if I am doing agriculture, it looks like my affairs are not being represented. Now there is already agitation in the room. What is going to be your step to ensure that Hakim in his campus understands that there is a problem? And then how are you going to handle it?
Thank you, our moderator, once again. In case we get a problem or a challenge or like strike here at Muteesa, Kakeika, and of course the builder has to know from Chirumba and has to be aware that there is something going on in Kakeika. So it's my role. That's why I use the slogan that said, the voice for all. What I know, I can first involve the administrators, because the campus president, before going any other, you have to first come down on the ground and see what is happening. The moment, like when I'm here at campus and I see there is a chaos, first of all, I have to first inform the guild, wherever he is. I tell him there is a problem here, this and this, there is a chaos here. Then after, immediately, I have to visit the administration that is here in Kakeika. Because the moment I wait Kim from Chirumba, I think he will find that some some structures are, that everything is like, it will be very bad. So what I can do is to harmonize the situation. For example, like here at university we are old people. I think when I talk like that, people can understand. I can at least try my level best with the help of the administration, security agents here at the gate, and everyone in the campus to make the situation calm down. Because I myself, I'm a leader and I'm an example. When I like I'm a campus president, I don't have to involve myself in those strikes. What I have to do is to encourage them, please, members, students, my fellow students, calm down. We shall sort out the issue by the end of the day, so as they can calm down. I think that is the real, exact answer you want to say.
Thank you so much. Now, you've heard from all the candidates. We've heard from the dual presidents, aspirants, and also the campus presidents who are aspiring to lead at the campuses. Now, I just want to I'll get questions. So will you choose the person you're asking a question? You want to choose the person you want to ask the question, right? Okay, fine. Let's pass the microphone.
My first question goes to the contestant, Honorable David and Honorable Kim. Saying, I have been in Guild for some time and I know some of the things that are going on campus. So my question is, we know that the Guild represents the students on the most governing unit of the university, that is the University Council. And my question directly goes to you because you are coming as your president. So automatically, if you win, you must be there. So we get a challenge that there are policies that come up and they are approved by the council where you are going to sit, and they are touching or they are squeezing the students. And how are you going to win over that things that squeeze the students are not passed in the council? Which strategy do you have that you are going to win over those people and they will stand with you because you are alone? But which strategy can you make and those people accept your view? Yeah, that is my first question.
It goes to both of them?
Yes.
Cool. I'll give them. There you go.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Steven. I think it is the name, Mr. Steven. As the common man, for me, I don't think that I can decide for the whole campus. If they are passing laws which are not favoring the people, I have to first consult them and I tell them that there is this and this, so what could be the solution? After telling me their views, because I don't do that, I'm uniting the voices for a stronger Muteesa. So I'm going to collect their views, then I take them to the administration. Because I know there are also people who can sit and help free, according to the people they are serving. Because they also want the students in their campus, they can't put there the laws which are chasing the students. I know there are people and they love the students in their campus, so they can't be torturing the students. So I know I have to first consult the students, and that is the challenge we've been facing. They are passing laws. No, I have not ever met any leader to discuss about any point, about the things which are passed by the administration. But for me, I'm going to make sure that I also engage the students in discussions. They raise their concerns, and then we find the possible solutions. I think from my side, sir.
Who else? You trust two people?
Thank you, Mr. Steven Papa. Yeah, I have asked a very good question, but first of all, I'll first defend myself by pardoning you, sir. You say that Hakim is like, you say that like
You say, I did, you say.
Yeah, like you said, like no, you said that Hakim has been on the side of the business. Yeah, and to answer you that, a leader should not be sided, I think. A leader should be a uniting leader. I was giving you an example based on my position I've been serving.
Okay.
That's all. But I'm not here that if I wanted to become a business leader, I could have remained as a business association president. not coming up as a good president.
Okay.
Thank you. And on the issue of Papa, Mr. Stephen, which he has asked about the policies and the laws that are affecting the student. We know, we all students have been affected by many laws and policies of our campus. Yeah, but as a leader, a good president, I know, basing on the power that is given by me, by the council, I can revise some of the policies so that our students are on our side and they don't hate the administration. Because if they hate the administration, then you as a leader, then you are expressing your weak points. Why should the student be against the administration? And as a leader, you can approach the administration and revise that policies. I can give you an example of the gate policy we're having here at our campus. That if you don't register on the portal, there is a problem of that gate policy. I know it's affecting very many students here. I myself, I was affected. But following the example of my fellow leaders, like the group president now, I think I should also implement the same exercise that is approaching the administration. And by approaching the administration, I think you can come up with solutions. As my slogan is, big challenges to your solutions. That solution is extension of that gate policy. Because you can, as a student, you can come here and you report on the first day. They give you like 3 weeks and they implement that gate policy. As a student, some of us come from different backgrounds. I may be coming from a background where my parents are not able to clear that tuition, that exact in those weeks. That's why I can come up with those policies that can revise on those harsh policies on the students.
Yeah, thank you. You have a point of concern? Do you want to note it down? Do you want to put it down now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. My PA had a question. Was like, what if you're on a good council, you go to the administration, or you sit on the good council, and then they pass out a law or policy that squeezes or that affects the student that you do lead? What will you do? Mr. Ampuli, he had a good
submission.
Yes, a good submission. But his submission was before passing out that policy or that law. That can work before the law is passed out. To me, I think let me just point over to myself. I think when you sit in that meeting, so passing up the meeting that have we done?
It's done.
It's done. You do what you need to do, what it's done. That means you end up right. That's why you hear those universities having private at their campus. Now to me, I think you tell them there and then, please and please, let me first consult my fellows. I ask them, can it work out? So if it works out, you deliver the information back. If it fails, then you come back to them and be like, you know what, upon the meeting we had, I think it doesn't work out.
Okay, Richmond. Now, let me first go back to the other bench. You're going to have your sessions together. And I got your point of concern. You were supposed to ask all of them at once. So you ask your questions. Which other one did you have?
So my second question goes to the campus.
The president.
It's good that Mr. Kim was talking about the gate
Which
policy.
one are you asking?
I'm now asking those two.
The
But,
two. Okay.
yeah. My question is, the issue of gate policy has been here for so long. Many presidents, campus presidents, and also group presidents always touched on it by speech, talking about it that we are going to fight the gate policy. But after entering into the system, they keep quiet upon that issue. That means that it is now above them. That's what they show us. So now I'm asking these two candidates that are coming as campus presidents, how, as you who is coming in, how are you going to finish that issue to go away so that we no longer have gate policy?
Okay. Try to be brief, okay? Yes, you can go first.
Thank you.
Should you go first or the lady goes first? Okay, go first.
Thank you for that question. As you have said, it is a policy, it is from the administration. But it is a role of a campus president to take the voices of the students. On the issue of the gate policy, already it has been there for long. So, in case they remove the gate policy, I think university or any institution, it won't manage, it won't work properly, can't deliver services. Gate policy, what I'm going to do as the campus president, I'm going to take my voice to the administrators. At least, if the gate policy is supposed to start on 7th week, at least they extend it. Like we are supposed to study 4 months. At least they can allow us to. They extend the gate policy in third month.
Okay.
Because students, when we remain outside the campus, we shall always get retained. We miss lectures, we miss what. So they should allow us. We enter in the lecture rooms. We get lecture rooms. We get the facilities within the campus. But on the final exam, I think they should now be strict. But gate policy, I think it can't be removed.
It's not going.
Yes.
Oh, you can just don't worry. I know when you will come.
Okay, and thank you, Mr. Steven. So, on the issue of the gate policy, just like the way my colleague has said, to a large extent, I may not be able, I may not be able to remove it completely. But at least we can go in simple negotiation with the administrators, maybe to adjust for students, or create some time for those students who have missed maybe the test, because I belong to this campus and I've never been a victim of a gate policy. But it usually starts when we are approaching mid-exams tests. I beg your pardon? Tests. So I think we shall just have to negotiate with the administrators, with my cabinet, so that they adjust for those students who missed the tests.
Don't worry, I know when you come, don't worry. I hear you. I want to know the next three. We know we are running out of time, so I need to know the next 2, 3 people. Okay. After you can be occupied. But you be brief.
Well, thank you, Mr. Moderator. My first question will go to Mr. Abe, campus president. Then the next question will go to the guild presidents.
Okay.
So the first question is, me, I want your opinion, because I know for you to come to stand as the campus president, you have really discovered loopholes in the system which is in existence now. So in your opinion, I want you to suggest or to mention those loopholes, those challenges you have seen, and how are you going to solve them? The next question, which is going to the guild residents, in one way or the other, I know that you have different capabilities and abilities that you feel makes you different from one another. I want you to state those capabilities and abilities that you feel makes you suitable for that post you want. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Let's use like 2 minutes, eh?
Yes. Here at Muteesa, the first row university, we don't have problems, just we have challenges as students. An example is from the faculty of IT, the IT students. They have a challenge of computers, especially here in commons. They don't work well. So it's my role, and even there is the cameras, because people lost their things there inside. It's my role to take that concern to the responsible person, like the estate manager, to always make sure that the computers, because he's overloaded, he has to manage the institute, the university. So I'm going to take my voice to the administrators. They can install the new CCTV cameras. The issue of Wi-Fi. Here we pay the money for internet, but the Wi-Fi is low. So I'm going to encourage the administrators or to take my voice. At least they put the strong Wi-Fi, because we want to study online. Sometimes we come here for physical lecture, but the lecturer maybe she's in Chirumba. So here in Kakeka we have to study online. So then the internet is low. So I'm going to take my voice to the administrators. They put up the strong Wi-Fi so as we can access, because we paid money for internet. Thank you.
Thank you. So then it's the guilt.
Thank you, sir. Without forgetting the name.
2 minutes.
I remember the question, what makes me to stand as the deputy president?
The capabilities.
The capabilities, yeah. For me, I started the leadership from my whole life up to now. I've been serving the club, which is good at producing the quality leaders. That is Wagana Kubazambo. And I've been serving at different levels. So, in terms of leadership, I've been mentored by that club. So, the capabilities, first of all, I feel like I have all the communication skills to the leaders, my fellow students, and to the administrators. I think I have those communication skills which can make them feel that when I'm talking about the point, they can realize that this guy is on point. So another one is problem solving. I think I'm good in solving problems. Because for me, I told you, I'm a local man. I know the problems of people, so I'm good at finding the solutions. Because I always on the ground, I don't take myself to be a supreme leader. Yeah, there are research methods. I'm good in making research to know the challenges my people are facing. For me, I don't think that sitting in the office that makes you a leader. Finding the solutions for your people, it is the key point for a good leader. So another one is unity. Let me conclude. For me, I focus on unity among students.
In one way or the other, in your opinion, you have the capabilities and abilities that makes you to think that you are the perfect person to be the new president of this mighty university. What are those capabilities and abilities that you have? So,
okay. First of all, what makes me think that I have that capabilities and abilities to be a good president? Yeah, me also, I've been a leader. Me not from all level. When I started my leadership, I remember I was in primary 3. I served as a sanitary prefect, if I remember very well. I've been serving and leading other my fellows from primary. Now I think in those actions of leading, I was able to encounter some leadership skills that makes me a perfect leader. And I myself I was the president of Red Cross at my secondary school, that's Movende Light, and I was able to attain connections, very big connections from outside the school and the country, that I'm so connected. I'm happy to inform you that. And as a leader, we know as students and our university, we face very many problems. But how are you going to solve them? Because you can reach an extent when the administration itself cannot solve those problems, and you need that connection. You need those big people who can handle, who can help you to come up with very good solutions. So I'm happy to inform you that me as a king, I'm very connected. Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Richmond.
Simon, MSEC, thank you so much for the question. As a leader, do I have a reason to have the capabilities more than the others? Why? All of them, they have been, each of us who is here has been a leader. Leaders are born, they are not made. So I don't have a reason as to why I should have the capabilities more than the others to be a leader. Hope you get it. So with that, I think in case I win, I'll be grateful if my fellows come hand in hand with me to make Muteesa strong. That's because I've heard their views, their leaders. So that I think they help me to make Muteesa strong.
Very good. Okay, go read us a microphone. Let's go.
Tamze Raymond Tony, doing Bachelor ICT, third year, semester 1. So my question will go to Mr. Richard. So we talked of being social. Being social in leadership, we know there are some circumstances that come whereby you have to, not say you have to go chaotic or go defiant, but you have to change the way. So if you say you are going to be social, yes, you will abide by the law, you will follow order, but there are times where situations come when pressure is on the ground. Students say you want this. Let's talk about the gate policy. Normally when the gate policy is amended, the pressure is high. Students say we want to enter. Because after all, at the end of the semester, tuition will be paid. Why lock me out, yet you know I will have to pay at last? So as a good president, you talked of being social. So, and on another point you say, once the law is already made, you have nothing. So you're social, you're being social. Are we going to get, I'm saying you're being social. It's like you're saying you're going to be a yes man to the administration, neglecting our views. So are we already, is it, let me say, are you contesting yes man? Or are people going to vote yes man to the administration?
I think you got the question right. And then the second question?
The second question goes to you. So you talked about Hakim.
Yeah.
The projects. Yes, they were good. Yeah. But you did not tell us how the Kakeka people will be involved. Because whenever you were talking about them, you are referring to massacre. Whereby we are at this campus, but we are under one administration or one campus. Yeah. So how are we going to be involved in them?
Okay. Thank you. Yes. You were supposed to ask 2 questions.
One to the campus president.
One was for the campus president. But
one
has. Okay.
Okay, Madam Campus President. In your introduction, when you were asked, you said, I felt like I would. Yes, that was introduction. You felt like you can be one. You felt like you can stand. So, do you have the zeal to come and stand, or just to feel like there's something in the mood? Today I feel like I can stand, tomorrow I don't feel like I can stand. And another thing, you talked about the weak leadership. So you're just giving the last nail in the coffin, satisfying that what is happening, because you are currently Noob is leading, and before it was Noob. So you currently, or you're trying to tell us that you're the current regime leading, you want to, the leader they want to replace has done nothing. It is your predecessor. So isn't that something that is belittling them? Because if you say there is you emphasize the leadership virtue, incompetent leaders. So how are you going to be different from the people, yet you are under one party, one constitution, one mind?
Okay. Let me go first. Please, let's keep time. 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. May you please make me of your name, sir? Tamse Raymond. Miss Tamse. Yeah, Miss Tamse. I find. No. You're not fine. Miss Tamse. Of course. So it is a yes. Okay. Sometimes they told me that will I be a yes man? I've asked you, have you eaten? You're like yes. Are you fine? You said no. So you gave a yes where it is. Where it is. So I think I've answered your yes question. There's another question. I remember another question I asked me, please.
It was that you were saying being social, then I sort of
yes.
The incompetence being
the society. I think it's the best thing in the world.
But everything has a limit and extent.
Of course, it has a limit by being, but being social is very good and it can't even be broken. Yeah. Because if you are social, please, not even the administrators alone. I meant sociality with even the students. Not only the administration, but even the students. It's when you can find out the problems of the students when you are social. I will know it more. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Raymond. You asked me how my fellow from Kakeka will be able to benefit from the project if I'm to start those projects. Yeah, I remember my question was the 3 projects that I can start. To tell you about Chilumba, I was telling you about the poultry that you can carry out because of our land that we exist from Chilumba. And as I was telling you the projects, I never differ from our campus because I told you one of sanitary pad making and another project I told you about art craft. And as I told you that as I was touring our campus, both here and Chilumba, that I was able to see that our art students are producing a very good artwork. And I told you that we can start that art project, that we can open up a project of art craft. So if we are to open up the project of the art craft, it doesn't mean that we will open only at Chilumba. That's I mean, we shall even open up here at Kakeka. And another thing, I saw you attacking our party, that maybe it was weak, but you misquoted my fellow NUP leader. Yeah, we know they might be weak or strong, but it's not a party that serves, but it's a person that serves. Thank you.
Okay. No, anybody who, if you don't get an equivalent of questions, I will have it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raymond. You talked about me feeling like becoming a campus president, right? But in my explanation, as I said, I have a zeal for leadership. To start a ball rolling, I would like to tell you, to answer the first question you asked, right? So, the question was what really inspired me, right? So, you can repeat your question.
I was saying, did you try to confirm that the one we are going to,
That was the second question.
the first question was, the liking zeal. The like, I feel like the mood. Then the other question was, because you confirmed that we are weak in the leadership virtue, how are you going to be different from them?
Okay, so I'm starting with the first question. I'd like to tell you that once a leader is always a leader. With leadership, they don't command. And to any leader, at least you can address them by any appearance, actions, what they do, what they say, and how they act. The image they portray whenever they are. So I think with that, I don't just come in because as a leader, whenever I say a need, of course you have to come in. So if I say, I felt like because I saw the need of leaders. And once a leader is always a leader. So the second question of the current campus president, I would not like to talk much about her. But I would like to say we are very different. We came from different backgrounds. We have different ambitions. We are using different mottos. And maybe when we talk about the manifesto, of course, we are using different slogans and things. So even the party don't say it's because of the party in power. With our part, at least we have a core value of accountability. Every leader or every person who comes in name of national platform flag bearer is accountable, not the party. So I think if I'm elected as a campus president, you witness it and you see the total difference.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. It was him, then you. Okay. Please keep it to questions but under 2 minutes and then.
Okay, thank you, moderator. My name is Kasvi John. I'm doing my bachelor's in education with ICT. So my first question will go to Mr. Gonza Akim. Mr. Akim, if in case you win this race, how are you going to handle or to deal with the people on the opposition side? Because there is an audio that is going on circulating on all the WhatsApp groups when you're attacking the people on the opposition side, that for them they are coming from our background and for you are above the law. And I want to know how you're going to work with the administration when for you are above the law. Yes. Then my another question will go to Mr. Simon. So Mr. Simon, if you found out that there are lecturers that are awarding marks to the girls after sex, what are the solutions that you have, or what are the strategies that you're going to put in place to see that that problem gets over? Then, Mr. allow me to, the moderator allow me to ask my last question to Mr. Akim.
You are supposed to ask a question to the guild and the president. So you can't ask him so many questions.
Okay, I met her. Yeah.
Okay. Florence.
Yes. Madam Florence, at our university, we have been facing a problem in sports. So I want you to tell us more on how you're going to handle the issues of sports. For instance, we have just had the interfaculties in Chirumba once a year. So, and you people from Kakeka visited us in Chirumba. So is it going to be there once in a year, or you have any other plan to visit us? Because we also love to feel that we are all from one campus. Thank you.
Okay. Please. 2 minutes. It's okay, you can start at party, no problem.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So with the issue of sports, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I'll have to be an active cabinet, but I cannot decide on how often are we going to hold the sports games. But at least we had it once a year. But just assume you were paying sports fee, and maybe it happens when the end of the year you have not at least attended to end of the sports game. So at least just appreciate the fact that you had at least one.
Okay.
But I'll have to negotiate or talk to the administrators and my cabinet and see what we can do about it.
Okay, so let's go to the presidents. Please keep time.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Thank you, Mr. Kazi. You have asked me a very funny question, and of course, a question that I want to discuss in the media. That question you have asked me is about that propaganda, that audio that is passing through my name. You know, me, I'm a politician, and I believe in political propaganda. That's all. Because even you are hearing rumors outside the country that His Excellency Robert Sentamu was supporting FCR, isn't it? You are hearing the rumors that our minister in Masaka, that rumor that he ate money. Yeah, those all are political propaganda without evidences. No one is above the law. That's the first question. That's the first thing. And there is no one that is poor in this world. There is no one that is poor as long as that you have life. That's it. You are rich. No one is poor and no one is common. Let me tell you. You can be common in your own way, but not a poor person. Yeah, that's all.
Okay,
The other question was to
yes, Rito.
Time.
Yes, Mr. Kim.
Let's give others an opportunity. Time. Then I'll come back to you. Please give him an last question.
Mr. Kaziwe, my fellow teacher, teacher element. Wow, the good thing, the question you asked, it's about the lecturers and teachers. Saying that Mr. Kaziwe, the teacher of this Sundays, this teacher has used the student in order to award marks. Just in case you didn't do it, how would you feel?
I asked you. How did the strategy?
Just in case you didn't do it, how would you feel?
No, I said when he did it.
Yes, first answer me then now. I'm going to ask a question.
I'm the one who was.
Okay, thank you.
You can't answer.
Thank you.
The question with us.
So, on that, let me ask, if you ask the person that, are you stupid? It means that you see stupidity in that person. Now, if you go on talk about our lecturers, saying that it's a question, but if you say, what if you find a lecturer giving this one marks after sleeping with this one? It's like you confirm that issue, it's like you've seen somewhere. Only so, the question was to me. On that, I would like to tell you that, first of all, how to find out this is true. What if they have affair? Those people are old, we are at the university. They are above 18. What if the other one are like, what if it's a couple? And first of all, were you there in the paper when they're doing it? What if the lady did her marks? Okay. If I find it out, I think it's not good because they normally happen. But it's not right. It's not good. And in front of the media, please and please, I'd like to lead to the lecturers out there. If you're doing so, this thing it is actually about the university. It's a countrywide issue. It's a crime to the country, not only at the university, because that's sexual harassment. Like you're using the office poorly. So that person needs actually even to be taken to court. No, not even the university, but court. Though you have to pass through procedures, the administration, if it fails to handle your issue, then forward it to the law. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you very much. My name is Muteesa, and I'm very pleased with all the submissions of the President. So I would like to start with correcting Mr. Simon about the point that he said earlier that leaders are born but not made. For literates will criticize you because leaders have a system of modification and scrutiny where they pass. for instance, I would be your moderator right now. For we are all born. I would be your moderator. But he, our moderator, went through a system. He studied. So that's why he's trusted and would think. So let me go to my question. First question will go to the NRM flag bearer. David, you know, I'm very happy to see that we're having promises flying over through the ceiling of the stadium. He's promising very many things, and I have no problem with the promises. But you know, I want to take you back to the history. You know, the history lays upstairs onto which our future is built. You were once caught on camera, and evidence will be coming out in a week's time. As you were sworn in as a member of the NUP. Was it the first semester? So I want to drive that point straight to what you said. Unity. You are uniting students, and you have opposition and the NRM. So you are trying to unite students that are heartbroken. For they saw you saying, holding a Bible, holy book of God, that you are willing to obey by the NUP rules, order, and now, what do we see here in stadium? In front of 3 cameras, or maybe 4 plus a phone. The aspiring given president, NRM, Magwera. That's so heartbreaking to very many students who you want to unite. So I want you to tell us, is there any system? How would you make it? Because students are actually, they are feeling the pain. You know, pain cannot be shown, but we feel it.
So what is the second question?
The second question will go to the campus president. Okay.
Which one?
The gent.
Let me remember his name. He's called Tablet. Okay.
Yes. You say you've actually gone through the timetables and you are willing to formulate one that favors everybody. That's a complete lie. Reason being, you will never satisfy us. I am in literature. He might be in engineering. Or okay, let me go straight to the education sector. History, literature, and other subjects that lie in the education faculty. You will never formulate a timetable that favors everybody. So let's not take our voters as fools. Say something. They asked for strategies that will actually amend these people. Maybe you make it a little bit flexible so that it governs all people. But you can't tell us that it will favor everyone. Thank you. So I want you to give us a strategy. Don't go around the bush drifting. Tell us the specific strategies that will make it go through. Thank you.
Got you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'll make an exception because he has barely spoken. No one has asked 3 questions apart from the first person to ask him a question. So I'll give you 4 minutes, and then you'll take the 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Caesar. I thought of that question, and I knew it was coming. It is not new. Hey, I was there in NU, but I cannot believe the day cannot come and you and leaders, because they want to keep their party in leadership, and they roll out potential leaders because of their goals. For me, I can't believe with that. Also here at campus, we are not serving the parties. We are serving the students. Even on the ballot paper, the party will not be there. I'm sure of that. I'm here to serve the students, not the party. The party will be there. Can't make research. The party will not be there. I'm here to serve the students of Muteesa. I'm not here to serve the parties. I think I've answered your question. So I also
add something.
I also had something about the gate policy. There is no solution. When I went to Masaka, I found those people saying that sports here failed. There is nothing without a solution. We started, I have a strong man here, there is a man called Ben. He started trying to convince the students that let us try to mobilize for sports, and sports is there. So far, that gate policy is having a solution. That solution is the government brought the loan scheme for students. Why don't we talk to, why don't we use the possible means to talk to the government? They also apply those loans here, so that the students go there and get those loans for their studies. And that's all that. So, I think there is nothing without a solution. For me, I believe. So, there is another thing. One of my colleagues was, you asked him a question about bringing students here to Muteesa. For me, I started acting even just by joining the campus after my admission. Because leaders, you have to act even before you were elected. This week I was there at Chitebi trying to collect the numbers of Form 6s. You have to be acting. You know, not just promising. For me, I'm not promising. I've been acting. So, there is also another thing I want to talk about. They were saying that I came from NUP to NRM. But there is also another candidate who was from NRM to NUP. Let us speak the truth. Let us speak the truth. And we have evidence. But also NUP members, they are calling us to be poor. But the poor guy is paying his tuition at campus. So there are so many things which are making me happy. That's why I'm telling you that I'm a common man. I know the challenges of you. And this university, I feel it in my heart. Yeah, I feel it in my heart. Because it was established to remember someone who did a great work to our country, to our kingdom. So I feel it in my heart. I'm not here just to be bragging that I'm the guilty president. I'm here to serve my campus and my students. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's go to Abel.
Thank you, moderator. The strategy I can put, it is only one thing. The role of the coordinators, each subject over each course unit, it has got coordinators. So it's the role of the coordinators to sit with the faculty deans to make the timetable. It will not favor everyone, but at least 90% of the students will suit in that timetable. Are we together? So, it's the role of the good. If I'm the president, when I'm elected as the president, I will try to go and talk with the guild representatives. I have to sit with them and see how the learning is taking place, how the lectures are conducted. I have to go on the ground. Thank you.
Okay, so I get back my microphone. I know our time is fast spent, and yeah, I've had very interesting submissions here, and I can see you have interest of the university at heart, and I can see also that your cheerleaders and your peers have really put across some tough questions. But to summarize this is how we're going to do it. Now you're going to have 1 minute each, because I know we've really shot through our time, to do your closing remarks. Now when I say closing remarks, use your, in the beginning what I say, you have time, but you use your time well.